Welcome back to a new episode of the 6 a.m. Club where we start our day inspired. Today, I bring you a new quote that says, "When life slows down, it's often to prepare you for something greater. Embrace the pause." Yes, today's episode is all about something that doesn't always feel good, but it's absolutely necessary: the pause. I want to start with a question. Have you ever been in a season where it feels like life is slowing you down even though you're ready to move forward? Maybe it's a career or fitness plateau or a personal situation where things are just not happening as fast as you'd like. I get it. We live in a world that glorifies hustle, action, and progress. But what if this pause isn't a roadblock? What if it's preparation for something even greater? That's what we're diving in today. So let's be honest. Pauses can be frustrating. When life slows down, it can feel like you're stuck in quicksand. You're working hard, you're showing up, and yet nothing seems to be moving. That's where doubt creeps in. You start asking, did I make the wrong choice? Am I not doing enough? Should I be pushing harder? But here's something to think about. What if life isn't saying no, but not yet? What if this season of stillness is actually an invitation to regroup, to realign, to get stronger before the next big leap? I remember a time when I was pushing so hard in my career, expecting that next promotion, waiting for that next opportunity, and it wasn't coming. Now, in full transparency, since I started my career, I moved every 2 years to a different role. So for me, anything above a year and a half or two seemed like it wasn't coming fast enough. But it felt like I was running a marathon with no finish line. I was exhausted. But when I finally stopped fighting the stillness and leaning to it, I realized I was being given a chance to reflect, to develop new skills, to reconnect with what really mattered. And when the opportunity finally came, I was more ready than I ever could have been if I had forced my way forward. Think about how nature works. A tree doesn't grow leaves in winter, not because it's failing, but because it's preparing. It's conserving energy for the explosion of growth that happens in the spring. Athletes don't train at full intensity every single day. They build in recovery periods because they know that that's when the body actually gets stronger. If nature embraces the past, why do we resist? If nature embraces the past, why do we resist it too much? If nature embraces the past, why do we resist it so much? Sometimes we want progress so badly that we miss the importance of resting, of recalibrating, and making space for what is next. So, how do we actually embrace the past instead of fighting against it? Let's break it down into 3 things that you can do. We all can do, including myself. The first one is to reflect and don't resist. Instead of seeing a slow season as a setback, ask yourself, what is this moment trying to teach me? Is there something I've been too busy to notice? What do I actually want from this next season of my life? The pause might be giving you space to redefine your goals, to shift your direction, or even just take a breath. The second thing is sharpen your tools. A pause isn't wasted time, it's training time. This is when you learn, you grow, and you develop. Think about the Olympic athletes. They don't just train for an event, they train throughout the waiting. Maybe this is the season to read books that challenge your thinking, to take a course to develop a new skill, or to build relationships that will serve you later. The work you put in now, even if it doesn't feel like movement, will pay off when life speeds up again. And the third strategy is trust the big picture. One of the hardest things to do is to trust that things are unfolding the way they're meant to be. But if you zoom out, you'll realize that everything has a season and everything has a reason. The job that didn't happen, maybe it was because something better was ahead. The relationship that ended, maybe it was creating space for deeper connections. The goal that feels stalled, maybe is because you're still being prepared for the level it requires. You're still not the person that you are capable to be and that you need to be to achieve that goal. Trust the process, because when the time is right, you'll be ready. I've learned through lots of different experiences that sometimes life slows down not to hold us back, but to position us for something better. If you're in a season of stillness right now, ask yourself, how can I use this time wisely? Instead of seeing it as a delay, see it as an opportunity. Because when the next chapter comes, and trust me, it will come, you'll be stronger, wiser, and more prepared than ever before. All right. As we wrap up today, I want to leave you with a challenge. I love a good call to action at the end of my episodes. And for today, sometime this week, I want you to set aside 20 minutes to sit with yourself. No distractions, no phones, just you and your thoughts. And reflect on where you are right now. Ask yourself, what is this season teaching me? Where am I being invited to slow down and listen? And how can I use this time to grow? Write your thoughts down. You might be surprised by what comes up. All right, my friends, that's today's episode. I hope it reminded you that slow seasons aren't wasted seasons. They're the quiet before the breakthrough. If this resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you are yourself in a slow season right now, I would love to hear what this message means to you. Send me a DM on Instagram or LinkedIn. And until next time, keep showing up, keep trusting the process, and as always, keep growing. See you soon.